Okay, so now I'm dressed in a smock, and I've got a little German bust supporter on. If you, well, you won't have one of these because we haven't showed you how to make one of them yet. So wearing a shelf bra, a tank top with a shelf bra in it under a smock would be a great thing to fit over. For guys, they don't really, either a shirt or a t-shirt would be great. You just want something over the skin to fit over, because a garment fitted just over your bare skin will be a very different fit over one fitted over a shirt. So when you put it on, first thing you do is you kind of tug down on the sides so that you center the shoulder seams to be right on your shoulders, and the side seams to be right under your sides. So, you know, just kind of give yourself a nice little tug. If you're fitting yourself, it really helps to stand in front of a mirror, even a bathroom mirror, so you can see your upper torso. It helps to put in the pins. Of course, if you've got a fitting buddy, you still need to give them guidance. So let's check out the fit. The arms are a little bit on the high side on this, so I'm going to need to trim those down. You can see how it kind of wrinkles right here when I have my arm down, how it kind of wrinkles. We want those wrinkles to go away. I'm really happy with the fit of the back though. It's nice and smooth. There's no wrinkles, no problems there. The neck is a little bit high, at least right here along the side, so I'm going to trim it down a little bit. Now to fit the front, we've got here the lines. These are the lines or patterns. Now it's been probably 2 months since I took these measurements, and I'm just now fitting the mock-up. So my measurements have actually changed in the last 2 months. I put on a little bit. So how to fit it up the front. Safety pins are your friend. They work much better than regular pins. So get yourself probably 8 to 10 of them. And we're going to start by matching up the two bottom corners. Now, the thing when you're putting this front edges, you need to keep the two edges together. You want it to be a symmetrical amount of fabric up the front. So put the two edges together and pin. Now, I'm making this bust to be fitted, but not to be I'm making this dress to be fitted but not necessarily self-supporting. So although it's going to have a curve up the front, it's not going to be bearing the full weight of my bust in the dress. This is because as I've done this for 10 years now, I've discovered that dresses that are self-supporting are not very adjustable to weight gain and loss. So if you have a dress and it fits you really great and then you lose 5 pounds, your bust drops out the bottom of the bust support. Different people vary, of course, because not all women lose weight first on their busts. Some lose it in their tummies, but for the most part, that's where women tend to gain and lose. And also, you know, according to what time of the month it is, your bust will be at a different size too. So keep the two edges together as you pin, and pin it all the way to the top. Okay, so I think kind of hard to tell, but looks to be pretty good. Nice smooth fit. I think so. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we'll take a piece of chalk and we'll chalk this fit line. So we'll mark right where the pins are. I think I've got a gap there. Now, you notice I did this all at one time, and that's because I've been doing this for a lot of times. But not all bodices are so easy to fit. Sometimes you will have to pin the front 3 or 4 times before you get the final fit. A lot of times it's best to pin it once, then readjust things, and then or see how you like the. So go check around, go walk around, and then come back and repin it. But because I'm just doing this for the fitting video, I'm just sort of doing this quickly. So take chalk and draw along the pin lines on both sides. If you were doing this on a lighter fabric, you could use pen. That's probably better, but pen doesn't really show up that well on dark blue. So there you go. You can see, so here's my original pattern line, and then over here is where my chalk line is. So I've added actually probably 3 inches in the bust. And that's okay. That's why you put those 2 inches at the front of the pattern. This is to allow you to fit the pattern. The blocks are a good way to get a rough draft of fabric to put on your body. For men, usually the patterns come off perfectly fine and you hardly need to make any adjustments. But for women, because we have curves, you need to actually do some fitting, and especially for the front. So, okay, well, I'm happy. So we're just going to mark up here where the changes need to happen at the neck. I want it to curve right here at the base of the neck and not come up so high on the sides. And then on the sides over here, I'm going to mark it down here a little bit. Kind of where the wrinkles are happening, that's where I want it to stop. So we'll make those adjustments and then we will transfer them to the pattern.